Welcome to Star Station, ladies and gentlemen. Spawning in the bottom left-hand position as the blue Zerg player representing Team Evil Geniuses, we have JoRoSaR. And his opponent, the red Terran player, spawning in the top right corner. An incredibly aggressive early game player, but can he pull a fast one on the incredible Zerg force that is JoRoSaR? We'll find out in just a moment. He's known for pulling off upsets from Western Wolves. We have Sting.
Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I reckon this is going to be insanely close. Okay, I reckon it's going to be closer than our final game tonight is Stefano versus Hyun.
Stefano Hyun is going to be insane.
That will be insane. Like,
that's a ZVZ for the ages right there.
Okay, Hyun is possibly one of the most consistent ZVZ players I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Okay, he is just really good with it. Stefano, Stefano. Okay?
And he did say ZVZ is his weakest matchup repeatedly in many, many interviews.
Yeah, so I'll be interested to see which way that goes. That could be a great one. But I reckon this game, Sting, JoRoSaR, is going to be possibly the best one we cast today.
Well, let's see. I certainly hope you're right there. We have the gas already mining from Sting here, so it looks like it's going to be a Reaper opening out of him. We can see the barracks. He's got the rally point set down to this bottom right-hand corner, so that's a bit of a giveaway for that Reaper as well. And a supply depot going down now to prevent any drone coming up and scouting what Sting is doing in the early game. JoRoSaR, in the meantime, has gone for his hatch, then into pull, everything looking pretty hunky-dory on the Zerg side of the map.
He's just doing his normal stuff. That Reaper, now, we've seen earlier on the Reapers can be quite good against Zerg, but the trouble is, with Queens and with good Zergling control, you're not really going to lose too much as long as you play it well. And of course, JoRoSaR is going to play it well. So this Reaper is mainly just for some scouting information to find out what's going on. That is a nice little overlord there. Have you shown everyone the smiley face yet, JoRoSaR?
I haven't shown everyone the smiley face. I think it's over here.
Yeah.
So there you go, guys. The smiley face that's on Star Station that Nick from Game Social shows us every single time we play one of these games. It is a very pretty map, though, I have to say. I really like Star Station.
The Diablo map. And now, of course,
it is the Diablo map. This is the Arcane Sanctuary map, man. And some nerds in chat just freaked out and went, "Oh my god, I see what you mean," for bits of it. Not all of it. It's like a futuristic Arcane Sanctuary. I like it.
It is awesome. But now, of course, this is not forced cross-spawn. It's not like the ladder version and every other version in existence.
Yep.
This is allowing vertical too. So the Reaper is going to come in, see the natural base, and just be like, okay, well, I can try and kill some Zerglings here. Of course, you can kite them very effectively with Reapers. This is what Sting needs to be doing.
Alright, and the Reaper managing to pick off a unit or two there, but nothing too disastrous at the moment. Only one Zergling going down. Sting is going to try and recoup and heal up. We do have the factory coming down behind this as well, and kindly note that there's only one Reaper out on the map. So Sting does not, absolutely not, want to go in and lose this Reaper in exchange for a drone or two. Ideally, he wants to get maximum scouting
look at that
information
Zergling placement. Up on the cliff there, that's the most likely position they could be coming in. The Overlord is going to get a good view, and here we go, up it goes straight into Zerglings, just managing to get away.
Yeah, he has to come via the left-hand side if he wants to do something like that, because the Overlord is positioned right here, so the Reaper from Sting is going to...
Sting got the memo there.
There we go.
Armory, Hellbat drops coming in. He heard Hellbat's a good unit, and he is going to be going for it.
Hellbats are pretty good units, it's absolutely true there, and no, he needs to not attack anything with this Reaper, he needs to get the scouting information, he needs to get out, and ooh, no, not able to do so. So the Queens are there from JoRoSaR, able to stop him. He's up to 4 Queens now and counting. He's going to start his creep spread as well. In the meantime, we can see the factory is complete with that reactor. We've got the starport coming down from Sting as well. Armory just complete, and it's 41 to 27 workers in JoRoSar's favor.
Now, these Hellions are going to come and do a little bit of poking, a little bit of prodding, but the Queens are going to force them back. It's the Hellbat drops where the big damage needs to be done. And of course, Star Station has a lot of dead space around it, JoRoSaR.
Yes, it does.
So those Hellbat drops can be ever so good. The Overlord placement, there's one to the very south position and one also to the west of the natural base of Sting, ready to start spotting this. And, well, if those medevacs are spotted, it's a big giveaway. But if they're not, they could catch JD off guard.
They could indeed. We have the Hellbats now out, continuing to make a couple more of those, and we have double medevac coming in, but look at this. A little bit of a supply block from Sting there means that the second medevac is going to be a bit delayed, so what would have been a double Hellbat drop immediately, as soon as the medevacs come out, is going to have to be a single medevac drop, followed by a second one later on.
Or he might go one each way.
He might go one each way, but the second one's going to be delayed by about 20 in-game seconds. That's a little bit frustrating for him.
Still though, here we go. Is it going to be able to dodge? Oh, it's just going straight down the middle. This is such a good move because the watchtower is being held.
Right.
He knows he can't get spotted unless there's something in the middle of the map, and if there was, that would be risky. Overlords won't go there. Lair coming down. Rote is coming out as well for JoRoSaR. He needs to not take any damage here.
Yeah, if JoRoSaR can survive this initial bout of damage, then a lot of Sting's early game aggression will be nullified here. And it's really his early game aggression that he's particularly known for, and these Lings are going to spot the medevac drop coming in. So, very, very nice scouting there from JoRoSaR. Will he be able to see the second medevac as well with this Ling? No, he doesn't. The first one going into the natural expansion now. And here come the Hellbats right on top of those drones. Unable to quite get the damage he wanted done though. But the second one coming in at the third base location. He is going to drop here. Try and take on this Queen. Meanwhile, the first medevac does go down inside the main base. Almost picking off a large number of drones there. Unfortunately, they're going to go down. Number of workers killed 3 only so far, but the second medevac might go into the main. JoRoSaR completely on top of it though.
Yeah, this is the sort of defensive Hellbat drops that you need. And if you keep this up, if JoRoSaR keeps this up, Sting is not going to be able to do any damage. He's got a good number of roaches coming out. It's going to be really hard to be successful here, but there's no vision at the watchtower. That's getting taken back though by these roaches. At the same time though, Sting, he has got his third command center nearly completed. He is happily just macroing up, and JoRoSaR is going to be going for a little bit of counter aggression. But here, the Hellbat's in the natural base, but roaches intercepting. No break for Sting right now.
Absolutely none. Look at this, the Queen coming down in anticipation to try and kill off this medevac, but Sting is going to be moving towards the left of the map. He knows that a single Queen might actually take that out right now, and that's something he currently cannot afford. JoRoSaR currently 102 supply, a little bit supply blocked right now, but that should shortly resolve itself with these 5 additional overlords. It'll only be for about 20 in-game seconds. Sting on 88 at the moment. He needs to think about mounting a defense against these roaches, even cancelling building that orbital command there. We have a bunker with a couple of marauders in it that might deter these, and we have another drop going on inside the main base, and this time, oh,
the Queen getting focused, not
wow,
the drone.
This drone.
That drone is one lucky drone. How is he not dying?
That drone was the last dragon.
That drone was incredible. Well, okay, so this drop's still going on in that third base, getting a little bit of drop action coming down. Double medevac coming in towards the natural drones, getting pulled. Is it in time? Yes, just about a few more drones go down. What's the worker kill count for Sting at the moment?
16, so that's a lot better than originally. Sting continuously trying to hammer away with these drops, and it is working to an extent. JoRoSaR now down to 90 supply. Don't forget, a lot of those roaches were part of that supply that caused them to go down as well. These marauders in the bunker actually held very, very well against that initial aggression there. Meanwhile, the drop's still continuing to do a little bit of damage. He's going back into the main base now, but there is an overlord here to spot it. Doesn't quite see it, but there is a Queen waiting and ready.
And Spore Call is coming down. Now the Bailing Nest is on the route for JoRoSaR at the moment, and he is going to be going for a lot of aggression. And this is the smart move. You can also get up to Spire fairly soon if he wanted to, and that'd be great to shut down these drops, just being such a pain.
Well, look at this huge army, and look at how long this huge army took to take out that Overlord. I think that really says it all. Only 2 Marines for anti-air at the moment, so JoRoSaR might use this as a bit of a sign to go mutas. He doesn't have to, of course, because he is getting good upgrades on his melee as well, and continuing to drone up considerably. It's simply an option that he has later in the game. But on Star Station, like you said, a lot of dead space, good maneuverability for mutas across the center of the map. They can go around this chasm made by the smiley face either side as well. So it's definitely a possibility that we see mutas in JoRoSar's composition, but not a must.
No, definitely not a must. We do have the 4th hatch coming down here for JoRoSaR as well. He's got those 2-2 upgrades, as you said, but a small little push coming across. Marauders and the Hellbats actually quite scary, especially against the roaches that currently JoRoSaR is using to try and defend against this. And as we can see, these roaches getting annihilated. Stim is there. A good medevac count too. 13 more roaches on the way out though for JoRoSaR, and a nice little wall off at this natural. Just means that it's going to be difficult to punch through here, but the evolution chamber is taking a lot of damage. Upgrades could get postponed.
Oh, and it looks like it is going to. It's so close to dying. The evolution chamber does actually go down, which means the +2 attack for melee is in fact going to continue, but the plus armor is not at this moment in time.
Oh, there goes the pickup. He's going into the main base. Okay, he's got to be cautious, because if he drops and loses this army, it would be bad. If he pulls back now, he has delayed the upgrades, and for Sting, he's just got 1-1 finished.
So that 1-1 is going to be very important. Look at this. He has a second army actually ready to come in. Is he going to attempt to meet up with this one? And look, he's trying to get the roaches to go out of position, and now he's dropping back into the natural. Sting going to try and do as much damage as he possibly can here. A decent number of drones going down, and he's engaging this first clump of roaches because, to be honest, the army wasn't entirely together, but now he has to move back. Number of workers killed at the moment, increasing to 21 for Sting in this game number 1.
Oh, smart move. Leaving 2 of the medevacs in the main, threatening the drop there by sending all the units to the third base. A couple more drones are going down. Sting is just being so aggressive. He is also pushing out just outside of his natural. He's going to have an engagement by the top watchtower here, and this is going to push back the roaches there. Sting is regaining the map control, and JoRoSaR is going to have to retreat.
Yeah, JoRoSaR is having a little bit of difficulty here with this constant aggression coming out of Sting, and now this army is actually meeting head on. He's going with the roaches and lings as well. I'm not sure about this because the medevacs have a decent amount of healing power in this battle, but the second round of reinforcement roaches will be enough, and Sting moving away with these medevacs. And look at this, JoRoSaR actually going home because he knows that Sting is perfectly liable to trying to go around the site and then heading back down to immediately kill him off. JoRoSaR, though, he's got 4 mining bases right now. This one really needs to get saturated with drones at some point soon, and Sting is looking more and more fearsome. He's keeping these medevacs alive, Maddles, and that's going to be so crucial to be able to stand his ground around the 4th base and possibly deny the hatch.
Now in comes some banelings morphing. This push coming in for Sting.
He needs them.
He needs them, and he's got to get some good connections here. But here we go. The Hellbats are there. The Marines pulling back. Lots of the banelings detonating on those Hellbats and the Marauders. The Marines getting nicely controlled. The roaches. Great splitting, and the roaches are going to have to fall back. There's so many medevacs out on the field right now, JoRoSaR.
There really are, and now the creep tumor is being taken apart as well. Is JoRoSaR going to stand for this? Is he going to go? Is this a bit of an overextension by the Marines? There's some lings at the back forcing them, not able to kite back. And once again, we have these medevacs being saved here, but now Sting really needs to focus on having the ground army to support all of this. He did a good job forcing that army back. He's now actually ahead 162 to 135 in supply. This isn't a position you want to be in as a Zerg player, but let's look at what the options are JoRoSaR has right now. He's getting 10 infestors and a couple of good fungals against bio could definitely...
here goes in a drop into the natural base. Quite a few more drones are going down. This is relentless pressure from Sting. He's only getting a couple at a time, but the important thing is he's preventing JoRoSaR from moving out across the map.
Really good pickups as well, and I just want to reiterate one thing that Sting's doing, bro. He's keeping his medevacs alive and keeping his drops alive. He's not leaving them in there to do maximum damage, but losing the units as well. He's saving his units in time to have the maximum amount of annoying, for lack of a better phrase. And it looks like the medevac will finally get taken out, but he managed to get a Queen Reserves, and he's seen all of the infestors as well. That's a pretty big sign. Now
the Widow Mine count for Sting is starting to climb dangerously high. Drilling claws as well. It has been researched, so that means they burrow so damn quickly, and this is where it's going to be a bit of a problem for JoRoSaR. We see that Sting as well, he's nearly maxed out, he's pushing forward. The fungal growth could be devastating. Infested Terran's getting knocked down. Big fungal there. That is what JoRoSaR needs.
Oh my god, that fungal, and this is what we were talking about. Infestors could be a big part of this game. Absolutely disgusting as that bioarmy gets ripped apart, and JoRoSaR retakes the supply lead. Only just 155 to 154, now 155 as well. But that was a beautiful engagement for our Zerg player. And yes, okay, the Widowmines did a great job, but hey, I'll tell you what, that just wasn't enough.
Now we do have another speedling run by coming into the 3rd base of Sting. It hasn't been detected on the right hand side there, and this could do a nice bit of damage, but Sting has got a good economy. Lots of banelings morphing in. That 3rd base of Sting could be about to run into a lot of problems. The infestors are low on energy, so this next wave of infantry could be really strong. The banelings, a couple of Zerglings first, seeing how much army's there, but the banelings could be the threat. But now this 4th base of JoRoSaR is playing so much aggression against it.
Oh, speed so unbelievably cost effective against his spot until the banelings come in though. He needs some excellent splits, and there are actually fungals behind it as well. There are a few Widow Mines on the ground, but I think they were destroyed by the banelings, and now the 3rd base continuously under attack here. Number of workers killed this game so far, 30 to 36. JoRoSaR getting back into it, but look at that, the reinforcements and the infestors are trapped out in the center of the map.
They are fungal growth being used, but that was pretty much the last one. The roaches should be able to deal with most of this infantry now. Sting getting those big baneling hits to his 3rd though, and really haven't helped him. His economy is not as strong as it was before. The supply is incredibly equal. 54 SCVs to 74 drones.
Oh, number of infestors left in this game. Maddles, take a wild guess.
8.
0.
0.
Absolutely 0. Every single infestor was taken out there by Sting. So yes, he's only at 113 supply against 125, but the unit that turned the game around for JoRoSaR a little bit earlier, those infestors have now been wiped off the face of the earth. He's on 4 bases, 2 Stings 3, but he's about to get his foot up in mining. Actually, it's already mining and a planetary fortress as well. So that attack against the 3rd was good, but it wasn't enough to prevent Sting from going up onto equal bases. And these lings won't be happy to see that it's planetary, but they're going to give it a shot anyway.
They're going to give it a nice little try here. Of course, the infantry coming back to help try and defend this. There are now 8 infestors about to pop out, so I was just having a premonition earlier. But would it be enough? 3-3 upgrades coming down for Sting, plus 3 melee attack. Only just started now for JoRoSaR. And Well, this is going to be ridiculously tough. Their supplies are within one of each other right now. This speedling counter push into the third base is going to be essential.
Engagement in the center. Great split from Sting preemptively there, but JoRoSaR deciding not to press in. He's actually coming back into the third base, and it looks like this bunker is going to go down. Not before killing off most of those Zerglings, though. So actually, this time around, JoRoSaR not quite able to do as much, but a massive number of speedlings looking to possibly go towards Planetary Fortress. He might try to take this out.
It'll be a big try, though, because there's so much infantry here for Sting. He can get in a really comfortable position, trying to make sure, and there comes down the Spire. This is what JoRoSaR needs if he's going to try and get this to hold, because Sting, he's on 4 bases, so is the Zerg player, and you want to be a base up. That 5th, yes, is coming down, but yeah, Banelings.
This is, yeah, this game is actually really, really entertaining so far. We have another base being taken in the bottom right-hand corner for JoRoSaR right now. The Spire is about halfway done, so that transition we might have been expecting a little bit earlier is going to take its time. Decent amount of SimCity, I have to say, coming down against the third base of Sting. He really needs to do that simply because it's so frustrating to have to hold this position here, and we have a massive engagement out in the middle of the map. At the same time, a lot of infestors, some great fumble course on most of the medevacs as well.
The Planetary's trying to get taken out, and Banelings get some good connections there.
Unable to do that. The main attack is still, he's still going strong. The infestors are now running away. The ground army just isn't there anymore. There are still Lings over here, but there aren't very many left, and the main attack has JoRoSaR split his units just a little bit too much here.
With Sting, he is still going strong for it. He is going to try and take out that hatchery, but now has to deal with these Zerglings coming in. They do have adrenal glands, and plus 3 melee attacks nearly done, but 3-3 is done for the Terran infantry. Still, though, there's a couple of Zerglings only now just getting cleaned out. The Planetary, though, stays up. The hatchery falls, and even the 5th base is about to... No, it's not! The units pull back just before they started. Luckily, one Marine going back down there.
Yep,
oh, that's so good for Sting.
Very nice, by the way. I'm putting 1 Marine on the last second to go and check out this base on the bottom right-hand side. A lot of Terrans would have simply missed that, and JoRoSaR might have been able to continue mining from that for a long time indeed. But Sting being very diligent with his scouting, really dotting his I's and crossing his T's there, and making sure that hatchery doesn't survive. So JoRoSaR economically in a very frustrating position right now. He's at 97 supply versus 148, and that's going to be it. GG Sting takes game